Like. How you going, big world? It's KJ Cool here. Remember, this is the fake news where we do a little research. I mean, it's just our opinions, isn't it, guys? Gosh, let's go.
This is a trigger warning for any snowflakes. Please do not watch my videos because you will melt with snowflake-itis. This is an official trigger warning.
John Swan. Or is it John Swain? A lot of you may not know this YouTuber. He's an Aussie. I don't claim him, just to let you know. He was taken down big time a couple of months ago for being really shifty, shady lady actions. He trolled Dream, one of the biggest Minecraft players, and yeah, a lot went down. You can look into that yourselves. I'll put a video down below that explains all the stuff he did before. But anyway, the whole community, Swans can be really abusive, just to let you know. He took down and lied to so many people, YouTubers, big creators in the community, like Tipstar, like, who else? Augie FC, Nicholas Deborio, don't like that guy. He just played Willie Mack, so many people. He just played them and lied through his goddamn teeth. And Edwin's generation, he's one of them as well. Now, he has been hacked over the last 6 months in a big way. And I only just found this out recently because I watch Edwin's generation. I was like, where's this guy gone? And apparently he'd been hacked by this guy called Darcy. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, Kermit the Frog. John Swan playing his little violin. Oh, Johnny! Now, a lot of Americans, I've stated this, even to Edwin, and he's like, John's not that evil. Well, let me tell you something, Americans. I know you like Aussies and you think we're fun and cute and all the rest of it, like little koalas. There are a lot, and I mean a lot, of Australians that don't really like Americans. Sorry to break that news to you guys. I'm not one of them. I bloody love Americans. I love America. I love all the people, actually. I don't really discriminate where you're from. If you're a good person and I like you, I like you. I don't care what color you are, where you're from, all the rest of it. I don't even care if you're non-binary. I'm kidding. I like everyone. So anyway, there's a lot of Aussies that just don't dig Americans. And that's why I think Mr. Swanny Pants has got a bit of a vendetta, V for vendetta, against all these cats that took him down to Funky Town because he was not happy to be called out. So what's he going to do? Is he going to go and troll someone not as big, you know? He's going to go for someone that's... See, these are all the people that he affected. Oh, yeah, Bo Blacks too. All of them. But he's taken on Edwin because Edwin is a very good researcher and he dives in real deep into stuff. And I reckon he's slightly scared about Edwin's ability to expose him. This is why I have come to the theory that it really is John Swan, who I did send to Funky Town many months ago, has trolled, has hacked Edwin's generation. Let me get into my proof right now. Before I get into this, where I'm going to show you the voices, I just want to explain to you one thing, that us Aussies know where other Aussies are from in Australia, from their state. Everyone has a different sounding accent. We don't all sound the same. I know to Americans and Brits and anyone else, Canadians, we probably all sound the same. There's probably rougher sounding Aussies like, you know, Steve Irwin. He's like an hour from where I live. I'm a Queenslander and we got pretty, you know, people would say rough accents. I don't because I am a thespian. I studied acting. Thank you. Take your bows. But the thing is, people from Perth, little limpets on rocks sitting over there, so far away from the rest of Australia, they do have different accents and it's quite noticeable. They speak quite posh and they're very pronounced in all their words. I can pick up someone that is from Perth like that because they don't sound like the rest of us. You got to imagine they're 6 hours away and Perth is a very English looking city as well. So it must have been inhabited by a lot of English people. You know, people from Wimbledon eating cucumber sandwiches, drinking champagne and strawberries. Anyway, let's get into these voices and I'm going to prove that John Swan is Darcy, the man that has been hacking and harassing mainly Edwin. And Edwin's my favorite. All the rest of you are a bit meh. But Edwin, I've watched him for years. I love his shit, and I cannot believe this has happened to him.
At the end of the document, he said, I might just upload my next video and then fuck. And I'm just... It came out later. Okay, well, he didn't... Those weren't genuine. That wasn't a genuine thing. He, like, literally, like, turned around and said he's fine. So he tried to weaponize a suicide attempt to try and make us feel bad about him saying he was being attracted to a Tom.
So as you can see, that's the real John Swanny Pants' voice. I like to call him Swanny. Anyway, I think he sounds a bit like Kermit. Hey, no diss, man. You can't help it that you were born sounding like Kermit. But the thing is, because your YouTube career went down the shiznit creek, you've come back real bitter, and I can tell your voice. I'm sure many other Aussies can. We're going to listen to the voice now of Darcy, the one that has been hacking Edwin. And not just hacking, releasing Edwin's private DMs. Real bad shit, man, real bad. Just keep your ears out that he's trying to sound a lot rougher, like a rough-speaking Aussie from Queensland, mate! Queenslanders have actually got pretty rough accents. We're known for it. But he's trying to really sound rough around the edges. I definitely think he's put the pitch down lower and muffled it. That's just my hot tip. My investigations, allegations tip.
What I said on Crow's live stream, I was having a very stressful day. I'd been attacked. It might not have been your fans, but it was people that were attacking me with the kind of. It was straight after I said stuff on your New Year's live stream, and I just felt really attacked, and so I went on Crow's stream and I was just very angry. I was very reactionary. And there was a couple of other streams that I was also quite reactionary on. I can't remember all of them. I was just very, in a very frustrating manner. One of my friends is actually still in your Discord. She's been there for a lot longer than I was and Willie was. And they told me a lot of what was, because they were also a Patreon, and so they also told me what was going on. And I'd just like to say that I'm not the spy.
I don't know about you guys, but I've got a really good ear for voices. Maybe it's because I'm a thespian. Thank you very much. But this cat, this Darcy, man, I'm going to eat my hat if it's not John Swan. Mark my word. Because John Swan says a lot. And so does Darcy. That's my first point. Second point, Darcy. I can tell you're bunging on an Aussie accent. And you're not just bunging on any Aussie accent, you're bunging on a rough one. And yeah, there's rough people that live in Perth, of course. There's a lot of mining over there, so there's a lot of rough nuts. So, he probably hangs out with one. But thing is, I can tell it's him. I can just tell, because the same intonation in the talking is going on. He says a lot. Plus, I can also hear the poshness coming out on the end of the words that he's saying, because he goes up on the end of everything. Up. Aussies do that, but he's doing it more so. Do you want to hear now Darcy's voice pitched up a little bit higher? You'll probably think it sounds...
Yeah. What I said on Crow's live stream, I was having a very stressful day. I'd been attacked. It might not have been your fans, but it was people that were attacking me with the kind. It was straight after I said stuff on your New Year's live stream, and I just felt really attacked. And so I went on Crow's stream. I was just very angry. I was very reactionary. And there was a couple of other streams that I was also quite reactionary on. I can't remember all of them. I was just very, very frustrating manner. One of my friends is actually still in your Discord. She's been there for a lot longer than I was and Willie was. And they told me a lot of what was, because they were also a Patreon, and so they also told me what was going on. And I'd just like to say that I'm not the spy. That I didn't say anything about Shiloh's miscarriages. I try to be the nicest person, but when people attack me, I feel attacked, and I react in a not so great way. In this situation, I'm not trying to be satirical or funny, and there seem to be a lot of screenshots about my comments on various other streams or various YouTube videos and so forth. And it's just one of those things that I was being attacked and I was reacting in a way that I shouldn't have. and I was just being kind of nasty, really. I don't remember claiming that you lied about being in the documentary. I don't remember that. There might be evidence that I did say that you lied, but I can't remember specifically. And when I was on Crow's stream, I was speaking about a stream that happened on the 12th of December, but I worked out that it wasn't the 12th because it had to have been on the 17th, my time, because that's when Reption uploaded his Twitter video about the documentary, and you guys were reacting to it at the time. And it was like just before then you said that you were making jokes about people's participation in the documentary, and that's like you said that in the live stream where I sort of called you out. And so over the course of that whole 8 or 10 hour live stream, I went on more of your side, but then when people attacked me in your name, that's where I felt attacked, and just wasn't good on my mental health. And wasn't good on my mental health. They attacked me on your name.
And I told them, the first thing I got on there, I actually went on because it was like, guys, turn off the stream. You shouldn't be streaming about this. Like, what are you doing? It was like about him and like 2 other friends of his, and they were talking about the drama about this 12-year-old stuff. And I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing on stream?
That is a blatant lie. When John first went on, to me, he sounded really excited.
Yes, of course.
It looks
I
really
would want
bad.
them to get laser by that because that's really incriminating.
Yeah, damn straight, dude. That is really incriminating because you can't hide from an Aussie who knows a frickin' Aussie. And just to let everyone know, this guy is very deceitful and he's not a very nice person. When I first began my channel, I really liked his content and I reached out to him on Twitter. You know, I was just like saying, I really love your stuff, blah, blah, blah. Just nice chats. And then I started tagging him in my videos because I really didn't have a clue what I was doing or anything. Next minute, I get a message from him saying, don't tag me in your shitty videos. I don't like you. I don't want a bar of you. And I was like, hey, I'm pretty nice to any other Aussie creator. I don't pick on any other Aussies because we're right behind the 8 ball. All the American creators make it way bigger. You know, it's a harder slog for us. So I've never been mean to another Aussie creator. I've always wanted to support them, even if it's not my stuff that they do. And I was like, we were doing the same stuff. We were both doing commentary. And I'm like, why is this guy so mean? So I don't really have a good feeling about him. He was mean to me. He's young, still living at home with mummy and daddy. And I believe he went to a private school, because I also went to a private school and I know how private school people speak. They speak the Queen's English, just to let you know. When you're at a private school, they're like, ladies don't talk like this. They're very onto your language. Now, this boy plays the violin. What do they teach at private schools from year 5? The violin. It's compulsory. Can you fathom it? So from year 4 to year 7, I had to play the violin. I had no choice. It's just the way private schools roll. They think they're posh and they're from England. All of that type of stuff. If you feel me, if you did. I just want this swan frog dressed in swan's clothing. I want him to get freaking caught again. Because I just thought he's just not going to slip away that easy last time when he got caught out trolling Dream. He's not just going to slide away when everyone turned on him. He's just not. He's a bitter and twisted fool living over in Perth on a little rock like a limpet. Oh, lonely. I'm so lonely. I wish I was like a big cool kid from the cool side of Australia. Hey, I'm not dissing you people from WA. Apparently it's a very pretty place. But most people do move over to this side because this is where it's at. I mean, I could move to Sydney or Melbourne and have more opportunities because I'm in Brisbane, but it's just the way it is, man. You know? Big cities. Big city. Swanee. I don't have any physical evidence. I don't have any receipts. All I have is my ears, and that is more than enough because hearing the accents between Australians is not something anyone else can do from another country because it's pretty small. The difference to us, we can notice, but to them, you wouldn't notice it. Anyway, let's uncover this swan because Edwin's generation is the nicest guy and he shouldn't have been hacked and had all these DMs released. That's just a modern day tragedy. And I tell you who else is a modern day tragedy. Swanee! Frog dressed up in swan's clothing. Ye gone, boy. I'm just going to leave you with what Swanee put out when he was cancelled. It's the same song that Dr. Disrespect put out when Twitch cancelled him. And Swanee is singing it. Well, I think Swanee's singing it because it sounds like him. This kid can sing. No questions asked. He can sing. If you can sing, as I said, you can very easily alter your voice and do many things with your voice because you have the ear for it. Not all Aussies are going to pick where everyone's from. I just have an ear. I'm sure there's many others that can hear the same. Even when I was on Edwin's stream the other night, I made this comment and a few Aussies in the stream said that they thought the same thing, that he was putting on a Bogan's voice. Bogans is what we call rough Aussies, just to let you know. Bogan! He's just bunging it on. I just thought I'd put it out there because there might be other people that have more hard evidence, receipts. But I also want Edwin to be aware that this is not a joke. I'm not trolling. I'm not trying to do this for views. I'm trying to save you guys. Because this Swan is Darcy and Darcy is Swan. Mark my word, people. You'll thank me when it finally comes out. And since I've released this video, I will have my spidey senses up on you, Swanee. I won't be tapping on any links sent to me. I won't be talking to weird people on Twitch. I know your game. I know what you've done. And you're a bad, bad boy. You know it. I know it. I just got to let the rest of the world know it. Ye gone!
Do you feel like a hero?
Not really. It's just something you got to do for the community, mate. It's like you look after your mates and your mates will always look after you.
There you go. Good attitude. There you go, guys. Daniel, quite the Australian hero here this morning. As for the owners of the
extremely disappointed. You allowed us to put our credibility on the line to defend you, even though you knew the whole time you were lying. But unfortunately, we're finding out the hard way that even friends can lie too.
Oh, Tippy, it's okay, bro. It'll all work out, man.
And it's out of control. It's out of my hands. You can never take away the spirit of time.
Anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Remember, use all those little jazzy hands on all the jazzy little buttons. You know what makes one little koala really, really happy. And if you sub, let me know, because I'll be sending you 50 years of free good vibes. I mean, these days, that is a bloody bargain. Cheers, ballers!
It ain't all good, and that's true. Things ain't going like things should. It's all on you.
Know what we done cop.